Hello everyone, this is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about most with diabetes may be at very high risk of fatal heart disease in 10 years. So if you like the video related to my health, my way, I would like to request you all please to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon or give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin, let's go. If you are managing type 2 diabetes, you already know that keeping your blood sugar in a healthy range through diet, exercise, and if necessary, medication is important for keeping health complications at bay. But new research underscores the existing advice that your heart health deserves special attention. A cross-sectional study published November 13 in the European Journal of Preventing Cardiology reported that 93% of participants with type 2 diabetes were at high or very high risk of a fatal cardiovascular event within 10 years. Researchers looked at a database containing health records for about 375,000 adults with type 2 diabetes in Catalonia, Spain, and used guidelines from the European Society of Cardiology to calculate each person's risk of having fatal heart attack or stroke within 10 years. They found about 53% were at every high risk greater than 10% risk. People in this group had cardiovascular disease, organ damage, or more than 3 risk factors such as smoking, hypertension, or being over 50 years old. Almost 40% were at high risk, 5% to 10% risk. People in this group had diabetes for more than 10 years and one another risk factor. The remaining 7% were at moderate risk, less than 5% risk. This group included people under 50 who had diabetes for less than 10 years and no other risk factors. Robert Eckel, MD, the Colorado-based president of medicine and science at the American Diabetes Association, says the idea that patients with type 2 diabetes could be considered coronary artery disease equivalent have been around for a while. There are some studies that support this. There are others that don't, said Dr. Eckel, who was not involved in the study. So I think this is a new twist at this important question. He says it's important to keep in mind that the study is a snapshot of observational data from one specific region with a low overall incidence of cardiovascular disease, so the result might look different in other places. Primary care is critical for managing cardiovascular risk. Type 2 diabetes is one of the main factors causing arteriosclerosis in the human body, and especially type 2 diabetes that is not well regulated with cause rapid accelerating arteriosclerosis leading to stroke, heart attack, or problem with circulation in your leg or your kidneys, says Joe Pork, MD, a professor of health science at Linnaeus University in Kalmar, Sweden, and an ex-ESC spokesperson on prevention. Dr. Pork was not involved in the study. Also called arteriosclerosis is a clinical term for plaque build in the arteries that contribute to heart disease, according to Medline Plus. The cardiovascular risk estimate used in the study looks only at the likelihood of a fatal cardiovascular event, the risk of fatal versus non-fatal heart attack or stroke, which the study did not analyze, could be around 3 times higher according to European Society of Cardiology guidelines. But Perk is quick to point out that this increased risk is not necessarily permanent. The newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes patient, when he or she really takes lifestyle changes on board and gets proper medication, the risk of this patient getting a heart attack or stroke is not higher than other person in the general population. That's why primary care medicine is so important for managing the risk of heart attack and stroke if you are living with type 2 diabetes. The study authors say that in addition to keeping your blood glucose in a healthy range, you should regularly have your cholesterol and blood pressure monitored. That's the message that I think the authors are attempting to get across here, that primary care physicians play a major role in probably the majority of patients with type 2 diabetes, says Eckel. And they need to be better informed about how important cardiovascular disease prevention is in their patient population. According to the 2020 American Diabetes Association Standard of Medical Care for Diabetes Guide, people with diabetes should aim to maintain a hemoglobin A1C under 7%, keep blood pressure under 130 to 80 millimeters of mercury, bring cholesterol under 100 milligrams per deciliter, possibly with lipid lowering medication like statins or aspirin. Now, how people with type 2 diabetes can help lower their risk of heart disease. If you have type 2 diabetes, many of the steps you are already taking to manage your blood sugar can also help reduce your risk of heart disease. Here are a handful of strategies. Find a healthcare provider you trust. Establishing a relationship with the primary care provider is crucial if you're managing a chronic condition such as diabetes. If you belong to a community that experiences minority stress, which has been linked with both type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease, according to the American Psychological Association, look for a provider who practices culturally competent care. Now, the quit smoking. According to the CDC, smoking brings a 2 to 4 times greater risk of heart disease and stroke. That extra risk drops significantly within 1 year after quitting and drops off completely within 2 to 5 years. Crank up the exercise after smoking cessation. Getting active is first strongest recommendation. See to it that you have daily physical activity, not as a medication but as a joy, and do it every day. The ADA recommend 150 minutes per week of moderate exercise. Consider a Mediterranean diet according to the Mayo Clinic. A widely recommended eating style for cardiovascular health is the Mediterranean diet, which focuses on plant-based whole food and reducing most animal-based food. To get started, swap in olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish, and swap out butter and red meat. Limit alcohol intake. While the relationship between moderate alcohol consumption and cardiovascular health is murkier, there's no doubt that heavy drinking, that's anything more than 12-ounce beer or 4 ounces of wine per day, according to Johns Hopkins University, has been linked to high blood pressure, heart failure, and stroke. So that's all about the diabetes in this video. I hope you all liked it. For all of you, I prepared a small presentation that will be going to share in the description box below. You can check it out from there. So before signing off, I would like to request you all, please do like, share, subscribe this video with your loved ones so that they will get to know better. So this is Kerry Anderson signing off. We will definitely meet in the next video. Till then, God bless you. Bye bye and take care.